I'm here, host Eric, host Talking with Famous People, and I'm here with Pep C, aka Cinema Insult. I have some questions for you about YouTube. Do you watch a lot of YouTube, Pep C, aka Cinema Insult?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to talk to me about some of the other things that you watch on YouTube, and why you watch it, and what it is, and stuff like that. Not this, but
Well,
some other stuff.
yeah. Um, I tend to like to watch a lot of like review channels. Mostly like like movie reviews and stuff because I'm like into movies and stuff. And I mean, what else? I mean, I watch a variety, but uh, maybe some comedy channels. Channels where people make short films. I don't know. That's about it I can think of.
Do you primarily just watch random videos and not really watch subscriber generated content? Or are you more likely to watch subscriber generated? Like, be as a
I
subscriber or be like, are you more likely to watch something that you subscribe to or just random videos?
it's it's more of random videos. I only consistently watch a few channels I'm subscribed to, but like some of the other channels I'm subscribed to, I always watch them here and there. But that's about it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's one thing that is intriguing to me is how different people use YouTube and stuff. So you talk about watching movies, wanting to review movies, watching review YouTube stuff. Why don't you make a YouTube channel review YouTube channel?
Well, I don't make reviews anymore. I used to, but
Why did you stop? Did you lose the sense of whether something was good or bad?
I mean, I just kind of got burnt out on it.
I see. What did you think the primary purpose of the review was?
Uh, I I kind of wanted to inform people like about it and kind of maybe like start discussions about it. I kind of want to make it like try and make an entertaining video around it. Uh, yeah.
Um, how much time did you put into making the videos? Did you do editing?
Okay, so the a lot of my early ones, they were just I just sat camera down and then I just started talking and I'll just review. I just used to just review like any movie I was like interested in at that time, and uh, some of my other reviews I tried putting a little bit more effort in, but I just kind of stopped caring, and then just you know.
Well, I don't necessarily think more effort's the solution. I think probably less effort's the solution, more
Mm.
frequency. But regardless, I want you to give me the review of this movie that you are watching later after we're done making it.
Uh, I have nothing planned to watch, so
No, I'm saying I want you to review this video that we are currently making
all right.
as though you were watching it after the fact, after it were being made, and we're offering a review of it.
So uh, hmm.
How would you go about
Like
positioning the review?
so in the
What's your
video,
thinking in
I
general?
I'd probably give an introduction to like what the video is about,
What's it about?
and
Give us your
it's
introduction.
just it's just random people discussing things.
Is that how you start the video? You push record and it's just random people discussing things.
No, I don't.
Okay, so give me the full start. I want to hear the Cinema Insult beginning intro of your review of this video that you're currently making, but as though you were watching it later. Go ahead.
So all right. So I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna review a Talking with Famous People video. In this video, then this video they discuss whatever the topic is.
Well, what is it?
They discussed uh, how our
How cinema insult reviews videos?
yeah, that's what I would say.
And what are your thoughts on it? How's it coming along? Are we being informative, educational, enlightening, entertaining, or what?
uh, I find it to be interesting.
Interesting. Okay. Do you wish there were more special effects?
No, I don't like when like YouTubers. It works sometimes, but I hate when they have to put like have like opening credits like it's a TV show when I just want to watch the video.
Hmm. Well, I sometimes put my little 8-second bumper thing where it goes.
That's fine,
It's a
but
little
like there's some
song.
people that like put like this like special effects, like they have the CGI program, this music and like sound effects, and it's like, dude, you're just talking to a camera about like a movie.
Right. Yeah, well, the thing is, some of those, like, sometimes I use Windows Movie Maker's automatic framing things. And it'll say, filmed on location, and you're supposed to enter in where it is you filmed it. So, anyway, I always think that's a little ridiculous. But, okay, so tell me, you've told me very little so far about this video. I'm not sure if I should watch it yet or not, if it's worth my $5 to watch it. This video is going to cost $5 to watch. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's on the honor system. It's recommended that you mail me $5 after you're done watching this. Go ahead, explain why it's worth the $5.
Okay, well, to make it, besides me discussing the video, reviewing it, in order to be an actual YouTube reviewer, what you need is things in the background that are pop culture related that everybody knows. You need to wear a shirt from Target, which is like, I don't know, a superhero shirt.
A shirt from Target. I got one. I've got a shirt from Target.
You before you do the video though, you have to kind of look up other reviews of the thing and kind of base your opinion on that.
Why? Why would you have to do all that stuff?
Because that's how you're an actual YouTube reviewer.
Okay, well, what's your actual YouTube review of it? Is it too boring? Is it too meta? What's your criticism? I want to hear the criticisms of this video.
Criticisms?
It lacks topic specificity? Is it all a big joke? Is he saying something serious? We can't tell. What's the point, Eric? For God's sake, move it along, man. Who is this Pepsi, aka Cinema Insult guy? He's not doing a very good job of insulting your shitty show.
We could be talking about better topics.
Thank you. See? We could. But have I heard of the Mandela effect? I think so. Is that the thing about the water temperature?
No.
What is it then?
Alright, so it's this like psychological phenomenon thing where a large group of people, they remember a certain event, but it's actually something, it's like the opposite of what happened or whatever. Like, so the name comes from in the late 80s, I guess a lot of people thought Nelson Mandela died, but of course he didn't die in the late 80s, and people were weirded out. And there's like these crazy conspiracy theories where people say, "Oh, it's caused by parallel. We're like switching. Our universes are switching or something weird like that."
Because a bunch of people are wrong about when Nelson Mandela died?
Yeah, it's really ridiculous.
Well, I'm curious as to what the posited source of the mistake is. So, like...
So, okay, I'll give one example, which is the most common example, and I fall for it too. Fell for it. There's that children's book series. Well, it's called the BerenSTEIN Bears, but but a lot of people say BerenSTEIN Bears, and
Yeah,
that's what I used to call it.
me too. It's the BerenSTEIN Bears.
And but it's the BerenSTEIN Bears, and people are so confused. Like, what? Like, why is it called that?
Why
It
is
was
it
the
called that?
BerenSTEIN. And if you go back to, you can't look at the old books because the old books they all say BerenSTEIN, but uh, like someone went on some like children's book website and they went on the Wayback Machine, which is like Internet Archives, where it archives. It takes like a screenshot of what that web page looked like at that time, and it said BerenSTEIN Bears, and people have these crazy conspiracy theories that at some point of time there was like a glitch in the universe and that it changed.
I mean, I think it's BerenSTEIN Bears because it's easier to say,
Yeah,
and kids are the ones who are often saying it, and they don't care about mushing out the sounds so they're not exactly the same. I suspect that's how come it happened, right?
yeah, because I don't believe in the crazy like there's like a parallel universe like Emergent and ours or something weird. I think it is weird though that like how many people thought that it was spelled that way but it isn't.
Well, I didn't think it was spelled that way. I noticed that it wasn't spelled that way before. I
Yeah, but
noticed
like
it,
the pronunciation.
but I pronounced it that way. I pronounced it anyways. Um, and I like the idea though of if if there were moments where you know there's one possible track of reality, and then somehow it gets hijacked, and I mean those would be artifacts of time travel, basically. To me,
Hmm.
that's what that would seem like, an artifact of time travel. Like if there was a time travel thing that changed it, and then like somehow there was an artifact left due to a little glitch. That that's a cool notion. I like that. And I like the idea of
Yeah,
looking for such artifacts, but then you're deducing the wrong direction if you conclude that it proves the point.
yeah. Like uh, there are some other examples like some of them were uh, like uh, like there's certain like movies like certain like movie lines that people remember a certain way, but people thought it changed, but actually it was always like that. Like for example, like the obvious famous line in Star Wars is "No, I am your father," but a lot of people thought it was "No, it's Luke, I am your father." But I always remember it as being "No, I am your father." But a lot of people say no, it was always Luke, I am your father.
I don't know about that one. That one I don't have any opinion about that line because the part I think it was being the famous part is the "I am your father" part, not the Luke or the "no."
Yeah, but I don't know. There's a lot of mundane things like that, and
Hmm.
then people have to throw in the crazy like the universe is like changing and stuff.
Well, interesting. I want to look that
The
up.
th-
That sounds cool.
the thing that doesn't make sense though is like the mispronunciations of Berenstain Bears. The thing is, if it did, if somehow the universe changed and like a time travel thing where it got changed to like an A instead of an E, then wouldn't we all like say Berenstain all along? So,
Well, I mean, first of all, it's spelled Stein. It's Stein.
yeah,
It's spelled like it should be pronounced Stein.
yeah, but a lot of people said Steen.
I know, I say Stein. But the point is, it's not AIN, it's EIN.
Yeah,
But, but regardless, um,
If you pronounce the E and the I E can be pronounced eh, and I can be pronounced e, and a, a. Do you get it?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, fine, but I don't think that's why the pronunciation occurs that way. I don't think it's that thought out, you know?
It's in Japanese,
In
like
Jap-
it, ei makes an a sound.
oh. Well, it's probably a Japanese conspiracy then. Um, I like spooky conspiracy shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
too.
intrigues me. One thing that I think is interesting is the effect of the water freezing thing. Have you guys heard about this? That
I,
the idea that warm water freezes faster than cold water and it violates the law of thermodynamics.
I've heard of that.
You have or haven't?
I have.
Oh, so what do you think about that?
It's kind of weird. I don't have a lot of opinions on it, but that's about it.
Mega Bro, do you know what I'm talking about?
I tuned out.
There's this thing that says if that warm water will freeze faster than cold water, and
Yeah,
what is that?
that's weird. You think it would be something to do with like gases evaporating out of it or something, and so it's actually a different kind of water that you're freezing faster. I don't know.
Hmm.
Or it could be that it's not a consistent temperature all the way through if it's warm, and that somehow the dynamics of that make it. I don't know.
Is it been proven that in fact it is the case that warm water freezes faster?
Well, it only happens in certain special conditions. Otherwise, it doesn't work right.
Interesting. Certain special conditions. There has to be cheese nearby. Okay, well, thanks for watching Talk with Fence People.